And you can cut anything else out of this that you want to. I'm just rambling on. My name is Monica Hunt McCarty Baker. I was born in November of 1936. I was the second of 7 children. I grew up in Flomont. We lived in New Mexico for a little while. I was about 3 years old. Our house was a tent with dirt floor. There were 2 beds and a cook stove and table and chairs. We had to carry the water, that Mom and Dad hauled water in 55-gallon drums. And no electricity, of course. Outdoor bathroom. That was just the way it was. I don't ever remember wishing we had something else. That was just the way life was. When I was really young, Mom used to read to me, and my very favorite story was A Little Black Sambo, which of course you're not going to find this nowadays, but I just loved that story. And as I learned to read and everything when we lived in Plainview, Mom would give me a dime so that I could ride the bus to the library. But if I didn't see the bus coming, I would just go ahead and walk and go up there and go through. And always, I would go 3 or 4 times a week. I would go up there and read. They've always had something, and I like the historical novels like Jane Austen. Pride and Prejudice is my very favorite book. I've always loved that. And just historical stories are just the ones that I love the best. When my children were little, I loved to read to them. And I always read to them before bed at night. And I would look up, and any adults that happened to be there at the time, they were listening just as much as the children were. And it just always made me feel good to read to them. When I was in grade school in Flomont before we moved to Plainview, our class would let out before the high school did. However, it was all just one school right there. So while waiting for the bus, I would read to some of the other children while we were waiting for the bus. And I guess that's when I started.